So now we have Mr. Dean Harper. He is a handyman, a YouTuber, and an entrepreneur. He started his handyman business, Dean and Dunn, and also runs a trash bin cleaning business. He makes YouTube videos on all his business adventures. Dean graduated from Millens Middle College in 2019 and earned a certificate in HVAC at Millens Tech. He was featured in New York Post in 2023. The article followed 4 Gen Zers who decided to forego the traditional college route and pave their own way. Dean also has appeared on the television show Fox and Friends. Please welcome Millens College alumni, Dean Harper, to the stage.
Hey, hey. Hey, is it on? Okay, I'm gonna have to wait there. That's all good, I can talk loud. Thank you, I appreciate that intro. And I'll tell you what else I appreciate. The fact that I sat right where you guys are sitting 6 years ago. And that's when I quit playing the game of high school. I was just done, ready to be out of high school. So I left the high school I was going to, and I got over here to the middle college, which put me at the right place at the right time. So I came over, I came over here senior year. I didn't realize y'all had 10th grade now. At the time, we only had 11 and 12. So I came over here senior year, and I had all of my high school credits out the way that first semester of senior year. And I really didn't have to do anything else the rest of senior year. Could have just coasted through high school, been done, but the guidance counselor at the time was telling me about dual enrollment. And I can't remember exactly how it was explained to me, but I took it as I could go in high school, take college courses for free, which is a pretty sweet deal. I thought I'd take advantage of that. And at the time I was working with a general contractor doing all type of bathroom and kitchen remodels, and I really enjoyed my job. So I thought I'd try out the building construction class right at Millens Tech for my dual enrollment. So I did that, ended up graduating from the middle college in 2019. And I realized that I was doing a lot of what I was learning in the building construction class. I was doing a lot of that same stuff on the job. So not that it was bad, I was doing the same stuff, and I really wanted to explore other trade options because I knew from a younger age, I didn't really necessarily want to go to four-year college. I like working on my hands. So I started looking into more trade options, and HVAC piqued my interest. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it stands for heating, ventilation, and most importantly in South Carolina, air conditioning. We all need our air conditioning when it gets hot in South Carolina. So I wanted to explore that, so I went through the 1.5-year certification program with the HVAC trade school right on Millens Tech, all while still continuing working with the general contractor. And after I got my certification after that 1.5 years, I realized I wasn't doing any heating and air work with the general contractor, and I felt like if I didn't go explore that, heating and air, exercise that muscle, I felt like I would lose all the information that I had just spent a 1.5 years learning. So at the time, the HVAC company my parents were using, small company, they needed an extra hand with their bigger jobs. And at the time, I had started picking up some handyman side work while I was working with the general contractor, just on the weekends and make extra money. And how many of you guys think you might want to own your own business one day? It's awesome. That's what I thought. And me working with that small HVAC company, he only needed me part-time because he couldn't afford me full-time. So I saw that as a good opportunity to work for him 2 to 3 days a week, and then I could build my own handyman small business the other 2 to 3 days a week. So around that time, I've been doing that for a few months, and I was watching YouTube one day. I know all you guys watch YouTube. I love YouTube. It's like all I watch, and I actually claim to have a bachelor's degree from YouTube University. If you're watching the right stuff on YouTube, you can learn a lot. There's a lot of good self-educational things out there, so I encourage you to plug into the right things on YouTube. But anyways, I was watching YouTube one day, and I came across this channel called The Handyman. The guy was a handyman. He ran his own business, and then he took his camera around with him, videoing all of his jobs. So he was making money with the handyman business, and then he had like 200,000 or 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. So he's making good money with the handyman, and then he's making money off YouTube. And I had this aha moment, like, that's it. I'm running a small handyman business. I'll start a YouTube channel. about all my handyman jobs. And I had this thought that I would blow up, make all this money, and I'd be set for life. So I started the YouTube channel, posted all, I post all my jobs, kind of talk about how I interact with customers and all the business type of things that I was learning throughout the way. And I did it for a year and a half. I posted one video a week for a year and a half. It's a lot of work, a lot more work than you would think it is. But I did it for a year and a half, and I didn't blow up. I didn't make any money. And I definitely wasn't set for life. But I didn't quit. And there was a 6-month period where I was just kind of discouraged. I'd still posted a few videos, trickled them in here and there, kind of really focused on my handyman business, and I was still working with the HVAC company. And I was making pretty good money, not the best money, but I was stacking my cash as much as I could, saving every little penny, because I always had this idea that I wanted to own rental property. Make a little bit of passive income. So I was saving my money because I wanted to buy a house, but the problem is when you're self-employed, the bank doesn't want to lend you any money. It doesn't look good to be self-employed because, it's not secure or whatever. So I had a problem with trying to get a house. How was I going to buy a house? I couldn't go to the bank, the traditional way to buy a house. So I had to get creative with how I was going to get a house. I didn't have enough money to buy it outright in cash. So I actually found this little house out in the country that needed a lot of work. But anyways, the owner was willing to finance it to me with a little down payment. So he would kind of play the bank in this scenario, and I would pay him monthly my mortgage. So the day after I bought the house, let's show you a picture of the house. This is the house. It's not very pretty from the outside, and it's not very pretty from the inside. It needed a lot of work, but that's okay, right? Because for the past 4 years before I got this house, I've been working with a general contractor. I worked for him for about 2 years, started a handyman business, was working with an HVAC company, so I could combine the skills I had learned in the past 4 years, kind of put towards this house to be able to do the work myself. So I got the house, and the day after I bought the house, I was really eager and excited to get over there and start working on the place, because obviously it needed a lot of work, and it just sitting there is only going to get worse. So right before I went to go do work on the place, I briefly thought about making YouTube videos on me flipping the house. And then I quickly shut that down because I was like, no, I just really had the wrong attitude about it, bad attitude. I tried a YouTube thing. That's not for me. I'm not going to do it. So I went ahead, started on the house, and my dad, he was coming around when he could to help me on the work on the house, just lend me an extra hand. And he's just after me every time he came out. They're like, dude, you got some good content out here, man. You need to be making videos. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. That ain't me. But he was persistent, and we all need that person in our life. Someone who just sees something. A lot of you guys have that person in your life, but they see something from the outside in. A little bit different perspective, kind of like a mentor. It could be a teacher, a coach, guidance counselor, it might be Mr. Bird. For me, it's my dad. My dad's here today. Thanks for coming out. Yeah. But we all need that person, and he was just persistent. Every time, just, you need to make videos, you need to make videos. And I don't know why or when the light bulb went off, but it went off. I was like, dude, I do need to make videos. I got a lot of good content out here. So I started, this is the thumbnail of my first video. I started a series. I'm going to start a series on the house flip. I call it $35,000 house flip because that's how much the house costs. And if you're interested, you can go back and watch all the videos. But around the second or third video in the series, I started to see a little bit of traction, a little bit of growth in my YouTube channel. I see more views, random comments, more subscribers. Actually ended up making money off the YouTube, started getting a monthly check from YouTube, which was the whole goal from the beginning. So that was exciting, and things started to come full circle for me there. But so that's around the time that the New York Post picked me up. They actually found this video, which I had posted a year before I even started the house flip series. And obviously, it's why I went to trade school and not four-year college. Not that four-year college is bad. It's just not for everybody. And I'm a big advocate for other options, things like trade school, military, stuff like that. So they found this video and wanted to do a phone interview with me for the article they were posting. So I did the phone interview, they posted the article, and then that's when Fox News called. The day after they posted the article, they want to have me, this is the New York Post article. Y'all can go look that up later if I'm interested. But anyways, this is me and another one of the girls that was in the article. They want to have us on the show and interview us, kind of talking about why we went a different route after high school, not the traditional route. So, before y'all think I'm famous or nothing, I'm not famous. I definitely still haven't made it completely yet. We still got a long way to go. But I do want to update you guys on the house. This is what it looked like. We made it go from this to this. And then this is an inside picture. That's the kitchen. So it looked like that when you got it, and then it looks like that. So that brings me to today, where I'm at today. Right now, I'm doing pretty good, but I got a lot going on, and I don't want to complain, but I just have my hands in too many baskets. And what I mean by that is I'm just trying to do too much. Right now, I'm still doing the handyman stuff, which has really turned more into construction type stuff. I meant to have some pictures, but forgot to put them in the slide. Some of the jobs we've been doing some bigger jobs that take 3-4 weeks instead of like 1 or 2 days. So I still do that. I still help the HVAC company out. Not as much as I used to, because I'm starting to fill up my own time with my own jobs. But, and I'm still making YouTube videos. The house flip is completely done. Y'all can go look that up later. But, I forgot where I'm at. The house flip is done, but I still have got more content coming. I want to continue to put that stuff out there because I want to grow my YouTube channel. But right now, I've also recently started a trash bin cleaning company, which, if you're not familiar with that, we clean and sanitize residential Herbie Curtis. I built a trailer. This is my trailer where I can pull up to somebody's house the day after trash pickup and clean the trash cans. I built my trailer myself. A lot of people go out and buy a trailer for $90,000. I didn't have money like that. So I built this trailer for $14,000. Does the exact same stuff. We clean with pressurized hot water. And we dump the wastewater so it's not running in the road. And we dump that at a dump station. But how I got to this was the fact that I realized the handyman stuff, the HVAC stuff, when I'm not making money unless I go into work every day. And that's good, but my wheels started turning on that as far as how can I make some money without having to be there every day. And that's kind of part of the real estate stuff that I got into. But I wanted to build a business that I could do that. And I saw this being a business that I could build and eventually get enough clients to have multiple routes, multiple trucks running, and eventually hire some people to run a truck or trailer. So that's the goal. I'll show you. We roll up the trash cans that look like this, and we make them look like that, and they clean and they smell good when we leave. So I have a hydraulic claw that actually picks up the bin and dumps the water. But so that's where I'm at right now. Still got a long way to go, but I'm gonna do it. See where it takes me. But my encouragement for you guys today is to take advantage of what this school has to offer. Like I said from the beginning, I was sitting right where you guys are 6 years ago. So a lot's happened to me. A lot has happened for me in 6 years. But it's not that long ago I was sitting right where you guys are. So take advantage of what the school has to offer. I mentioned the dual enrollment. I'm sure all of y'all are familiar with that, and some of y'all are already doing that. I encourage you to do that. Being at the middle college, something unique about that is you have direct access to Midlands Technical College, which is a great place for trades. I've already mentioned that. And it's a good place to start your 4-year education out of high school. You could do all your journal studies, and then you could go to transfer wherever you want to go after that. But so not only take advantage of what the school has to offer. Oh, Beta Club. I was in Beta Club. Get involved with the school. We did a lot of fun stuff. Looks good on a resume. Another thing I started doing this year is get involved with the community. It's helped me grow my business this year, and it's just fun to get out there and be doing stuff with people. And then today, take advantage of today, the symposium. Y'all got a lot of cool stuff. He killed it. Go introduce yourself. Listen and learn. Like he said, you don't know what you might learn today or who you might meet today and where that will lead in the future. So my dad says that every day is an interview and an opportunity to turn your passion into your paycheck. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank y'all. Y'all been great. This is my YouTube, if y'all want to subscribe. I appreciate that. And watch my videos. But that's all I got.